The Deadpool movies are so brazenly crass and violent that Fox even had to make cuts to avoid NC-17 ratings in some cases. Here are some scenes that were too wild for the studio. At a 2016 fan event in Los Angeles, covered by comicbook.com, Deadpool director Tim Miller revealed that Ryan Reynolds went a little overboard while improvising a scene with co-star TJ Miller. During the scene when Miller's character riffs on how ugly Deadpool looks after his experiments, Reynolds admitted that their jokes became really dark and hateful really quickly. Tim Miller said of the exchange, "There was a bar scene that was too vulgar for even the R-rated Deadpool. That bar scene was particularly mean and offensive to a lot of people, because TJ and Ryan got together and wrote a version of the scene that we just said, 'Oh my god, this is too far.'" He continued, "I mean, there were so many people offended. It would have really been, we couldn't do it. It was just mean, and so I said, no. We don't have to do that." TJ Miller also acknowledged that some of his jokes went too far, and that he was relieved that some of the gags got cut. Some of the deleted gags made their way onto the Deadpool DVD's special features, but most remained on the cutting room floor. The Deadpool films are known for pushing the boundaries of their R ratings with the violence. There was a scene in the original film, however, that was simply too much to include in the final cut. As producer Simon Kinberg revealed in an interview with The Express, a cut scene early in the film features Deadpool desperately looking for a cure for his cancer.
Yeah, that's our last stop on our Desperation World Tour.
He and Vanessa go on what they jokingly, darkly call the Cancer World Tour to try to find a cure for it. And they end up in sort of their darkest moment in the clinic in Guadalajara with a doctor who is a charlatan. He continued, "Wade realizes that and ends up in a very brutal and dramatic and cool way killing him. And he and Vanessa split up in that moment of Wade realizing that he is in some ways a monster who can't be with this woman." Screenwriter Rhett Reese acknowledged that gruesome Guadalajara scene was just a bridge too far.
Once you see enough desperate people ripped off, you start to feel the itch.
One of Deadpool's superpowers is that he cannot die. Even if he loses a limb or gets ripped in half, he's healed up and whole again in no time. This allowed the Deadpool and Deadpool 2 filmmakers to abuse and mutilate their hero to their heart's content. In the same interview, the actor thought the whole point of a Deadpool movie was to be violent, but the filmmakers elected to scale it back a little bit. Skrine said, "I do the suplex and stuff. I come in and start breaking him down, and they took out quite a lot of beats because it was just horrific. Literally, I'm breaking wrists, shoulders, jaws, and it was pretty hardcore. It did make me laugh that they chose not to put that in because they thought it was too far. And I thought, how can you go too far in a movie like Deadpool?" There was also a montage of self-slaughter in Deadpool 2 that was likely cut for reasons of good taste. When Deadpool experiences a personal tragedy, he attempts to take his own life several times, only to be resurrected each time. The suicide montage was included in the Deadpool 2 Super Duper cut. In another deleted scene, the ending of Deadpool 2 sees Deadpool time travel back to 1889 Austria, where baby Adolf Hitler has just been born. Deadpool stands over baby Adolf's cradle, working up the courage to kill him. The scene ends with Wade making a dark decision.
Maximum effort.
That wasn't the only version of the scene that didn't make the theatrical cut. In an alternate take, Deadpool hoists baby Hitler out of the cradle and posits that maybe Adolf Hitler could be treated well and taught tolerance.